Today I have a very, how do I say, feminine topic to talk about. I'm gonna be telling y'all what's true and what's not. We want to be more on the aesthetic side. It's not nasty, it's perfectly normal. In between your booty crack included, don't use that on her. I don't see why you're telling me this. I don't see why this is relevant for me to know. This is your business. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Persia Aria. Thank you so much for dropping in. Dropping in, ayy. What's up, y'all? Today I have a very, how do I say, feminine topic to talk about. I'm gonna get right to the chase. I'm not gonna stall. We're gonna be talking about the vajayjay, the kitty, the cooter, your feminine area, whatever you want to call it. Throughout this video, I'm probably gonna be calling it so many different things, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all smart. Y'all are beautiful, strong, independent, and very intelligent women in STEM. Your personal feminine hygiene journey is not gonna look the same as everybody else's. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do a video like this. I love doing videos like this where I'm helping the girls out, because I love helping my girls out. I love you, girl. A lot of the stuff that I learned did come from my mom, and I'm extremely grateful for that because not everybody has a mama comfortable talking about stuff like that. I'm here to tell y'all all about what I know. I am obviously not no doctor, no scientist, no none of that. Y'all know, look at this baby face. This is all based upon my experience, what I've been told by my mama, just me having a vajayjay for 21 years. I also took science classes, so like I know a little bit of stuff here and there. I have Google. There's stuff that I just like Googled and kind of figured out and like read up on. If you feel like that is just like not enough and not qualified, go hit up your OBGYN sis. She is going to do way better for you than I ever will. Talk to your doctor. This is Kitty Class 101. Welcome, take your seat, take out your notebook. Class is in session. First of all, what I want to talk about is very important. I'm going to be talking about what's normal versus what's not normal. I feel like there's so much connotation about what vajayjay should smell like, look like, feel like, and I feel like a lot of that is just social media, it's TV, a lot of it is fake. So I'm gonna be telling y'all what's true and what's not. Sis, let me tell you, having a light odor down there is normal. On TV and like in these rap songs, these, you know, little rap girls, they be like, it smells like cherries and caramel, flower fields and fresh baked cookies. It should not smell like that. That, honestly, I don't even know what you're doing. I don't know how you got to that point to where you're down there, it's smelling like a French croissant shop. But girl, your kitty is supposed to smell like what it's supposed to smell like. Everybody's natural scent is different. For one, it doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't smell like good. There is nothing going on like that down there. Don't feel like you have to smell like scrumdiddly yum. That's not really realistic. None of that's realistic. That's all cap. Nothing should be making you smell like that, and any feminine washes to claim to make you smell like that, you should probably steer clear of those, because no, that's not natural, baby. No matter how much pineapple, cranberry you eat, no matter what fruity scented washes that you try to wash with, it's not going to change the way that you smell. It could change the way that you smell, like kind of slightly, but it's not gonna make you smell like a fruit salad, you know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you right now, what's not normal is having a very strong, sometimes fishy, and just like intense odor. That is not normal. If you're smelling down there and you're like, water, I need water, Sandy, you should probably get that checked out. Discharge. Vaginal discharge is normal. Say it with me, normal. Back then, I'm not even gonna lie, I used to really just hate. Sorry, my camera just moved. That's my dog. Y'all know. If you know, you know. That's my dog. Back then, I used to literally hate having vaginal discharge because I thought it was so nasty. As I grew up, I kind of realized it was a normal thing and that everybody gets it. Not everybody gets it. Everybody gets, you know, different stuff. Everybody's body functions differently. But vaginal discharge is literally just your cooter cleaning herself out because she's a self-sufficient, independent queen. She cleans out herself. She removes the toxicity all on her own. She's a very DIY girl. Sometimes people try to say like, oh, that's nasty, but it's not nasty. It's perfectly normal. Typically, healthy discharge is clear or white or kind of like an off-white type of cream color. Normally, it has no odor, and if it has odor, it has like, again, a very light odor. It doesn't stink. There's a difference between smelling good and stankin', and this one is like in between. If it just kind of has like a little light, like, you know, baby odor to it, then that's healthy. You should not be knowing when you discharge. If you feel something like down there, like you feel burning or itching or pain down there while discharge is coming out, that is not a good sign, sis. That's not a good sign. How discharge should work is you should just be going throughout your day, doing you, being a queen, being a boss, being a baddie, just like the way you usually do. You go to the bathroom and you look and it's in there. You should not feel it at all. You should be like, when did that get there? It should be like a sneaky link. It keeps it on the down low. It doesn't make itself known. It just kind of pops up in your panties. It's also normal to have reddish or like brownish reddish or brownish discharge. Different hormonal things can change the color of your discharge, but this shouldn't be something that alarms you. Ooh, my baby. I know I will get reddish or brownish discharge like if my period is either about to come or if my period is just ending. So if my period is just ending, I'm assuming that it's kind of like a little bit like a remaining period blood kind of like mixed in with like the normal discharge that I get every once in a while. So if you do see like red or like brown discharge, don't be like, oh my gosh, this is the end for me. It also has something to do with irregular periods. So if you have irregular periods, that might also be a reason why. I heard what should concern you is if you're Sorry y'all, she want to be in it so bad. What should concern you is if you're having gray or like greenish, like yellowish, very gross, nasty, fishy, strong scented discharge. That should alarm you. And if it's painful when it's coming out. If you feel itching and burning, that could be an infection. That is a sign of an issue, and girl, that's not normal. Itching every once in a while is perfectly normal. Of course, you don't want to be like out in public and then scratch your cooch, but if you feel like a slight little itch every here and there, don't be like, what's going on down there? What did I do? Where did I go wrong? I don't really know the science behind itching, but like having a little itch down there every once in a while, that's not a bad thing. You itch everywhere on your body. Like sometimes you'll itch on your back, you'll itch on your neck, you'll itch on your leg, you'll itch on your booty cheek, you'll itch on your ear, you'll itch on your head. Down there will be one of the places that you itch at every once in a while. If you just got a little and like you're in class, you're like, oh, it's itching so bad. The reason the itch keeps going is because you can't scratch it, because you don't want to be scratching your cooch in class for all y'all classmates and your AP chemistry teacher to see. But let me tell you, it's not normal to feel itching a lot. If it's a very, very intense and if it's a very, very, very obvious, consistent, and just really bad itch, then that could be a sign of a problem. You should not be itching constantly. You should not be feeling any burning. That is not normal, girl. No. Nope. So girl, you probably went down this list. Maybe you were having like a little bit of discharge, a little bit of odor, you know, little itch over here and there. You're like, oh, wait a minute. So like, you're telling me that this is all normal and I'm fine and I was just tripping. Okay, yeah, girl, you was just tripping. You're perfectly normal. You can always go get checked. Like I said, it's always best to like hit up your doctor and be like, hey, yo, doctor, can you fit me in? Let's say that I went down these few little symptoms and you're like, okay, well, I do have very strong smelling discharge, or like I feel itchy down there all the time. Let me introduce to you some terms that you might have heard, or this may be your first time hearing. No judgment. These aren't Google definitions. These are kind of just like from, again, my brain, and I was trying to make it like kind of easy for people to understand. If you be like looking it up on Google, be like, hold on, that's not what you said. These might not be like the full definitions, but I know for sure that I'm on the right track. So I just want to say that before anybody says to speak up and say,
oh, so you just be out here saying anything now.
If you want to look up the Google definitions, go ahead, but you're probably not going to get as clear or simple understanding as I have right here. I just wanted to make that clear. Thank you. Feminine hygiene vocabulary, 4 very important terms. pH balance. How I define it is pretty much like how acidic something is. On the pH scale, you probably learned about this in science if you're in high school. I don't know if this is like high school or middle school science. There is the acidic side, and then there is the alkaline side. We want to be more on the acidic side. 7 is the pH level of water. So that's neutral, not acidic, nor is it alkaline. So what you want to be is acidic. You want to go down the pH scale. You do not want to go up. 7 is already too high. Like, you should not be the same level of acidity as water. Average pH level is about 3.5 to 5. If your pH balance is 7, that means you are too alkaline. You're not acidic enough. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Is it being too alkaline or having too much alkaline? No, I'm pretty sure it's being too alkaline. Being too alkaline heightens your chances of getting infections and stuff like that. Bacterial vaginosis, a lot of people just call it BV. Beavers, you know, just think of angry beavers and you'll get it. This is probably the most common vaginal infection. In the easiest terms I could put it, we have good bacteria and bad bacteria. If the bad bacteria overpowers the good bacteria, it can cause bacterial vaginosis. There's different ways you can get it. I'll talk about that like a little bit later. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I just remember it can be caused by antibiotics. So if your doctor orders you to take antibiotics, I remember this because I was younger and my mom would teach me about this stuff before I like literally cared, before I even realized I really had a cooch. My mom always taught me like since I was young. I remember one time when I was really young, she got like, I think a cut or a burn, or she got something, like she got some type of injury to where her doctor prescribed her antibiotics, right? I was really young, so I was like, mama, I do not care. I don't know why you're telling me this, like this is TMI. I don't see why this is relevant for me to know. This is your business. She was like, I'm gonna take this antibiotic and I'm probably going to get, I don't know if she got BV or if it was just like a normal yeast infection. Like I said, I was really young and I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't really care at the time. Me being me, I was like, mama, I'm trying to go play with my Bratz dolls. Why are you giving me a feminine hygiene lesson right now? But she told me before it even happened. She called it. I feel like she manifested it. She probably shouldn't have done that. But she was like, I'm going to get this vaginal infection because it's really common for women to get this vaginal infection because when you're using antibiotics, it kills a lot of the good bacteria. And then later on, a few days later, she was like, yep, I got it. Taking probiotics could help, but it could be caused by a lot of things. Any chance a bad bacteria or a nasty, like pretty much germs, anytime like germs get around that area, that could cause BV. Yeast infection, which a lot of people probably already know what it is as well. This one I don't really like know, like I know what it is, but I don't really know like the science, like what really causes it. Down in my notes, I put a fungal infection that causes thick discharge, itch, and discomfort. I've never had a yeast infection or BV or anything like that. Thank you, Lord, knock on wood. I am not trying to get that. I'm going to try to stay as healthy as I can, even though women, no matter how good you take care of yourself, don't feel bad if you ever get something like this. Different stuff happens to different people, different reasons. Some stuff you can't control, some stuff you can. That's why you should just be as careful as you can. Say you're younger than me and you've already like had BV or yeast infection or whatever, do not feel bad. I don't really know what it feels like and I don't really know what it is, but I just know my mom also told me about this. She was like, a thick cream will come out. That sounds so nasty now that I'm older. I'm just like, ugh, like I know what it actually is. But a thick cream will come out of your coochie, cause a lot of itch, burn sometimes. It's not fun. And the last term I have is vaginitis. This is a term that could be used to describe a lot of stuff. Vaginitis is pretty much an infected kitty cat. It could be a yeast infection, it could be BV, it could be a STI, or it could just be like a slight irritation. It's not an infection itself, but it is describing when you're down there is infected. Just say you're a little bit inflamed because of like the clothes you're wearing or something, that could be called vaginitis. If you do end up getting a yeast infection or BV or like anything like that and you are concerned, my number one tip would be to hit up your doctor. She will probably know better. Not probably, she literally went to college for how many years to take care of you, so she will definitely 110% know better than you do, than I do, than any girls on TikTok, YouTube, on the streets, probably your mama, unless any of these people are actually certified doctors. But at the same time, everybody's body is just so different, so like I would not take some advice that was kind of just meant for like the general public and apply it to me. There's the general education that works for everybody, but if you have like an infection or an actual like problem, I wouldn't just like one size fits all it. I would hit up and get my personalized remedy. I'm not playing about my health, no ma'am. But if it's more of like a mild itchiness, or you're kind of just like me, y'all, I don't like going to the doctor, I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of have like some problems and solutions. These are the very general ed problems and solutions. There's way more. There's way more things. I could literally make an entire video on why you're burning, why you're itching, why this, why that, because there's so many possibilities. But I'm gonna say like the very common ones that everybody should definitely know. Number one that I put is poor/improper hygiene. I already said this earlier. Stay away from anything that is marketed as a
feminine wash.
I just don't trust feminine washes. If it works for you, I'm not gonna throw shade like winter's morning. I'm not gonna throw shade at anybody. Get your bag. Obviously, they're still in business, so it's working for some of y'all. And also, don't throw shade at other people for using these feminine washes that smell good. I just really do not recommend using anything that
Smells good.
if it tells you your cooter cat is gonna smell like a tropical vacation. No, that's not what I need. I don't want to be smelling like a tropical vacation. If I want to take a vacation, I'll book a flight. I do not need down there to smell like a tropical vacation. I need her to smell like herself. I want her to be herself. Opt for a sensitive soap. I switch between like 3 different kinds of soaps that I use down there: a sensitive non-scented soap, unscented baby soap, or an unscented feminine wash. And I know I just said I do not use feminine washes, but there's some that aren't unscented. I forgot the brand and it's in the bathroom right now, and I use that sometimes, but I'll leave it like on the screen somewhere here. That one works really good for me. Honestly, opt for anything unscented. You could even just use water. Another thing I feel like y'all sometimes don't be doing right, I don't want to say weird, everybody learns different things at different times. Do not use the same towel that you use to wash your entire body, in between your booty crack included. Don't use that on her. One, you're literally taking all the bacteria off of your body. Not that I'd be watching people shower or nothing, but I just feel like, at least me, down there is like one of the last things that I wash. So that means you would have used the same towel like everywhere, like wipe the sweat off your armpits, all the makeup. After you're done with that, you go down there with the same towel and then you use like, no, I just feel like that's wrong. That's wrong on so many levels. Literally a transfer of bacteria. I use different body washes. Say I have this body wash, vanilla scented, y'all stop. It's not deodorant. Pretend, envision it as a body wash. So say I have this cozy vanilla scented body wash. I put that on my towel and then I wash my body with it. Even if I try to rinse off all the soap during the same shower, there's no way this scented soap will get 100% off the towel. If it's still on the towel and you're still using the same towel, not only are you transferring bacteria, you're also transferring all the harsh chemicals. Y'all see this? What is hydrogen castor? What is cloxitron? Like,
what even is that?
you don't want that down there. Use a baby washcloth, or you could just use your hand. And to be honest, you could even just use water. Obviously, it depends on like maybe how sweaty and like how much odor you produce, but if you just kind of like wash off with water down there, that should be just fine for you. Do not go inside. It's doing more harm than good, I promise you. That's what discharge is. Discharge is your vajayjay cleaning herself out. She doesn't need you to do it for her. Like I said, she's self-sufficient, independent, she's got this. Take a seat, you can skip that part. We all know that the vajayjay is like the hole. Everything on the outside that you see is the vulva. So you can wash your vulva till the cows come home. You can wash it day, night, afternoon, evening, any time of day, as much as you want. Well, probably not as much as you want. You don't want to like overwash. It's fine to wash your vulva, the outside, like the lips, everything like that, but do not go inside. There is only one rule. keep the lights on. Don't douche. If you don't know what douching is, good, keep it that way. Make sure you're cleaning yourself enough. If you don't clean yourself enough, that could obviously lead to like the growth of bacteria. Another thing that people probably do not consider is your detergent. Y'all, I'm so blessed to not have this sensitive skin gene from my mom, because I love my scented body washes, my scented lotion, my perfume, and she can't be using none of that. And I'm like, mama, I'm so sorry. Growing up, I would always use a sensitive detergent, non-scented detergent. I wouldn't be able to use anything with fragrance growing up, because like if my clothes would be washed with my mom's, or any of our clothes were to be washed with mom's and she would put it on, it would like make her break out. Even though I don't have sensitive skin, I still recommend that you use a sensitive skin, like when you're washing your underwear. First of all, make sure your stuff is getting clean. I know my washing machines are probably just ghetto. My mom always taught me to wash your towels. So if you're ever gonna wash the towel that you dry off with, or your washcloth, your underwear, always wash that stuff on hot. I'm a little teacup, short and spout. Here's my handle, here's my spout. When I get all warmed up, hear me shout to me over and pour me out. It needs to be that hot. That's what gets rid of the germs. Anything that comes in contact with your cooter, make sure you're washing that stuff on hot. Child, speaking of clothes, we might as well just talk about you not giving your girl her breathing room. She needs space to breathe and thrive. I have already said this tip in another video, because y'all know I love doing videos for the girls. Sleep without underwear on. This is your cooter up here and this is your underwear. It's like there's no circulation happening, if that makes sense. You should be having enough space for down there to like breathe and thrive. Wear cotton underwear because those are like really breathable. Don't wear tight clothes all the time. Like if you want to wear, you know, your tight jeans to show off the fatty in the back, do that every once in a while. That's gonna like trap moisture and also trap odor. It's gonna be a whole mess, girl, trust me. I'm not gonna lie, like I be liking cute underwear too. I like my little lacy underwear. I like to, you know, feel cute, but at the same time, do what's best for her. Do not wear panty liners all the time. So a couple years ago, I would have used that tip so much. I would be preaching,
Wear a panty liner, wear a panty liner, wear a panty liner.
I used to like wearing panty liners because I do not like the feeling of my underwear feeling wet. Little did I know that that can actually do way more harm than good. Yes, it's easier because you don't have to change your entire underwear. You could just take off the panty liner, put on a new one, and then you're dry again. Nice, bada bing, bada boom. In the long run, it might mess you up. Having a panty liner on all the time, the moisture is still there. If you want to feel dry throughout the day, you should honestly just switch underwear. And I know that's a hassle and it just sucks. I know, you guys, I know. But that's definitely the better option. Do what I do, y'all. TMI, well, as if this whole video is not TMI, it's okay. We're all girls, we're all sisters. But I'm not wearing underwear literally right now. When I go to sleep, I started like not wearing underwear, but at this point, I'm just not wearing underwear at all because I always wear sweats, leggings. Like I don't really wear anything to where I feel like I need underwear. I just say, forget underwear. We're having an underwear revolution. Is it called revolution or like... I don't know what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. This one is very simple. A bad diet can very much mess up your pH. It just mess up everything. The way I see it very simply is you are what you eat. And I know that's so cliche,
but it's true.
If you don't eat enough good stuff, you eat too many sweets, you eat too much fast food, you don't drink enough water, you always drinking soda, you always drinking alcohol, you know, you pouring that Henny, that's not going to be good for down there. It's really not good for anything. It's not good for your heart, for your liver, for your lungs. It does not help with hair growth. Your skin is going to look a lot more dull. Your nails are not going to grow as long and healthy. Literally damages everything. Why would you think it's not going to damage your kitty cat? Of course, if you're always eating McDonald's nuggets every day, McDonald's nuggets and fries with that McDonald's crispy Sprite, why would you think that's not going to mess you up down there? If you feel like you have a really bad smell or you just always are feeling uncomfortable down there, it could just mean you have a really bad diet. Don't drink enough water, y'all. Water flushes out all your toxins. Just start drinking like 8 cups of water. That's the recommended amount for adults, but you are gonna have to pee a lot, which is, you know, sucks, but you know, it is what it is because we got that glowing skin, we got them beautiful white eyes, and we got a happy kitty. So we might as well just, you know, drink this water, girl. That's the end of this video, and honestly, you probably see that there's probably still a few minutes left on this video. It's the end of the video for my little children because this last one I'm gonna say is a little bit more for grown people. I'm gonna say if you're like 13 and up, I want you to hear this because it's just the truth. If you're old enough, you probably know what I'm gonna say. Goodbye to all my little girls, and honestly, if the little girls want to stay, I'm not gonna be mad at you for it. I want to make a whole video about this topic because somebody gotta do it. Like, I just have so much to say pertaining to this topic. Unclean sexual encounters. Yes,
I said it, girl.
If you take some dirt and rub it down there, what do you think is gonna happen? If you take a dirty dude off the street and let him down there, what do you think is gonna happen? If you're sexually active, obviously make sure that you are using protection. Also take into consideration if he just came out the shower and down there he used like Old Spice to wash, and then he come try to lay beside you and you're like, hold on, sir, what did you just use? That could also be what's messing you up. So don't accuse him. Don't be like,
Oh, so you're being dirty now, huh? You're giving me bacterial vaginosis now, huh?
if you're gonna let anything down there, make sure that they're clean and sanitary. And even if they are clean and sanitary, it could also be like their soap. There's so much Charlie. I really do just want to call this kitty class 101. We be having our cooter cat. We be having her for life. She's gonna be by our side for our entire life. We go through a lot with her, so the least we could do is try to understand her and try to understand why she's wreaking havoc on our lives. We're all still learning, y'all. I feel like I look like a potato. Anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, okay? Okay, bye. Bye, guys.